Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Detroit Lions. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Off play action. Here's Goff. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. Down right about the 1-yard line. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
On second down, Ritter. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Scotty Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give right side for Gibbs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Falcons, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
He's got his tight end. That's reported with it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. And his pass incomplete. The Lions are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
10 cycles.
Back to throw, Ritter. He's got him in, complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Ritter. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London, 48 yards. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Koo now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready?
Ritter back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Drake London, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about...
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Hurry, hurry.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Ritter on the 4th down try. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This to Laporta, right side. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hooker. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Back out there to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. Off play action. Hooker steps away to his left. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ritter now. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't it?
Yeah, he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Now he's loose at the 40, and he'll be taken down at the 26. A big play there for Detroit, 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hooker. And it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's flushed out left. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. He's got room to roam. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Operating from the gun. Hooker. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Patterson's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Let's go.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ready?
Ritter now on second down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. On first and 10, it's Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Here's second and 10.
Watch it. Six.
Ritter to throw it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces third and long.
Third and long now, Ritter. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The hooker wants to change the look.
Here's Lion. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll look to throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 92 yards. And the Lions are able to add on to that lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, Parker.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Boy, that ball is just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway. And fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Robinson gets the toss on the right side, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Claws red. Go pink. Needle blue. Steel black. Hut, hut.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Ritter again. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Red, yellow.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Robinson up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
Ready?
Here's Ritter. Short throw to Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here we go, set.
1st down. Here's Ritter. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Shoves him away. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they fake, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ferguson. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Coup for the extra point.
It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
Let's go now.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Off the option, here's Gibbs.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Ready.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
Hustle. Ready.
He'll look to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Aleem McNeil
In there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Yellow.
Second down throw coming for Ritter.
His throw incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts
as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Throw caught by Raymond. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hurt.
Looking to throw. Hooker, he's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
6, Mega.
Here's Ritter. Able to find Patterson. And he's going to have a first down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock with just under 20 seconds to go. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Ritter looks to throw it. Another completion right back to Patterson. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.